So here I am at the Metro Mall where they advertise the best prices on gold teeth, and it just may be my day to have that done. So here I am at Underground Atlanta, well above Underground Atlanta, and we'll just see what's going on here. This is Underground Atlanta. There's the fountain in the background and the tower from which they dropped the big peach. The tower is 138 feet tall, representing the 138 miles of a railroad used to run from downtown Atlanta to Chattanooga. And there it is, the mecca of Underground Atlanta, the Waffle House. So there it is, you know you're at Underground if it says Underground, but it's still above ground. So hopefully I'll figure out a way to get below ground. I guess the best way to get underground is to take all these stairs. Maybe I'll just stay up here. Okay, here they are at Underground Atlanta by the Atlanta Tickets booth where you can buy, I guess, discount tickets for shows. And the Transportation Coalition is promoting the referendum. This is really nice. They have a DJ all set up, so I guess they're really going to be rocking and rolling. And here it is, somebody starting already. So we've got quite a group assembled here. So I guess we can feel especially safe downtown, seeing as I have such a huge fire extinguisher. There's the Atlanta Visitor Center, and I guess it's official because it has a peach with a neon ring around it, and you can see all the people visiting the Atlanta Visitor Center. And again, there's the crowd for the promoting the transportation referendum, or whatever it's called. So I guess this is the official antenna of downtown Atlanta. I guess they can pull in all the stations and then drive around these trucks and listen to them. So here we are at the eastern side of Underground. This is the original railroad depot for downtown Atlanta, and it actually contains the 0 mile marker somewhere that can be seen in there. That is the official mile marker that's used when measuring distances from Atlanta. And this is at Plaza, and that's the location of the original World of Coca-Cola. There's the state capitol nearby, and there's the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception. That was the original building, was spared during the siege of Atlanta, and it was not burned, but then later on it caught fire a few decades later, so this is not the original building from the Civil War. There is the City of Atlanta City Hall in the background. When it was built, I forget what year, but it cost $1 million, so it was called the $1 Million City Hall. And there's the backside of the Fulton County Courthouse. This is usually down by that intersection is where most reporters set up because they can park their trucks in the plaza and broadcast about trials from that location with that building in the background. And again, eastern side of Underground Atlanta. So here's an interesting marker. I don't know if you can read it, but it's the commemorating the construction of the Pryor Street and Central Ave viaducts. And it's the viaducts, the bridges over the railroads that created Underground Atlanta. And many of the original buildings actually had to move their entrances from the first floor, which is on the ground floor, up to the second floor when the viaducts were built. And that's kind of what created Underground Atlanta, because these buildings still had a presence on the ground floor, but they weren't as accessible, and so that's when they started putting in shops and little clubs and everything and making this underground district. Hope you can read this. 1926 to 1929, the construction of the Pryor Street and Central Ave viaducts. So now I'm officially underground. There's that viaduct that plaque commemorates, and this is the eastern entrance to Underground Atlanta. So let's go see what's happening. Atlanta was a railroad city, so naturally they should have a... Oh, very good. So naturally they should have a railroad at Underground. Naturally, I can't resist an opportunity to ring a bell. So here's the underground area that the viaducts created and all the shops. Oh no, the train's coming. So here's an example of the original street level for the buildings here, which are now underground. But you can see some of the stonework. And it wasn't uncommon for the businesses to have what they call a carriage stone, a stone for the gentry to step onto when they come out of their carriages, so they wouldn't get their feet dirty in the muddy roads, which are now nicely paved here in underground Atlanta. Okay, I'm running out of battery power, so I'm going to have to kind of wrap this up, but this is what Underground is about, Kiosk Alley. If there isn't a trinket here that you want, then it's nowhere. So I've reached my destination with a little bit of battery power left, the underground entrance to the 5 Points MARTA station, and I'm heading to the train. Just a brief note, I noticed increased security at the Sandy Springs MARTA station and on the train last night due to the horrible event that occurred in Aurora, Colorado, and I noticed increased security here at the 5 Points MARTA station. They're taking things seriously. Unfortunately, sometimes copycat activities take place when events like this get so much notoriety, but our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims, the injured, and their families.